Hello everyone, and let me give you the detailed explanation about this abbreviation. The first letter is N. N stands for something new, unpredictable. So regarding the workplace situation, it could be, for example, new colleague, and you don't know how to cope with this new colleague. So for sure, these things will cause you stress. The second letter is U. U stands for something unpredictable. So human psychological nature demonstrates really low tolerance to unforeseen events. Our subconscious really scares when it understands that we cannot control something or we cannot explain why it's happening. That's why, for example, when we get the message from our manager that the company is going to cut off the staff and we don't know whether we will be in that blacklist, we started to feel so bad. T letter, it's something that relates to our ego. For example, worker A working really hard to get to promotion, but the promotion is given by worker B, who actually works worse and don't have enough qualities to get the position, but somehow the worker B gets it. So in this situation, our ego became really hard, and this causes us stress at the workplace. And the last letter in NED's abbreviation is S. S stands for sense of our control. Everything that our subconscious can control automatically becomes dangerous. For example, there are many uncontrollable situations at the workplace. Sales people used to deal with really difficult clients, and usually working in sales you cannot control whether you will close the deal or no, and how the client will behave or react on your message. So that's why all this situation will cause the salesperson additional stress. That's why when we're using the saying that drives me nuts, we can relate this saying to stress at the workplace.
Hi, my name is Devendra Singh and my student number is 301004706. I am here to talk about the stress. So let's start. Firstly, there are different types of stress, like the emotional, physical, and the behavior. In the emotional, people get anxious, and people get panic, and the last one, people get anger. In the second one, in the physical, people get the hypertensions, then they get the diabetes, then they get the eating disorders. In the last one, in the behavioral, people get reduced performance, they always get aggressions, and they get internal personal conflicts. With these, they get the stress. So moreover, let's speak about the stress at the work. There are different type of stress at the workplace, like people are getting stress from the another person, and some are getting from the work that they are doing, like when there is a lot of work and there is a less time to complete the work, due to which the people get panic and they are coming in the stress. For example, when a person is doing work, and like when a person is doing an assignment and he has a less time to complete that, he get a stress to complete that work at that time. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Ritik Bhatia, and I am going to speak about my presentation part on the stress at workplace. That what did the Canadian government do to cope up with the stress related issues? So the first thing is that the government issued the Bill 177, as per which tells us how much the person gets of the expanded chronic and traumatic mental stress entitlement. Although the government took several attempts to deal with this issue, that how to relate with the stress related issues, but the result was that the Canadian psychologists just advised to take care of themselves, of their health. So they just recommend some of the tips which I am going to discuss now, that the person should follow themselves, himself or herself, to deal with this issue. So we should recognize our issue, that what is the root cause of our problem, what is causing our pressure, and what is the real reason behind that. Secondly, we should work on the arrangement. So what does that mean is that we should plan it, that how are we going to deal effectively with it, and what are the steps we can take by ourselves to make ourselves happy and get out of that stress. Next one is the discussion about that issues. So we should discuss the issues, we should interact socially, we should just help out, we should take the help of someone and discuss our issues, so that we can get the real reason behind that if we are not getting it with ourselves. This is very beneficial because it also helps us to interact with the people outside. Next one is the decreased strain. So what is the strain? It is just the stress which we take, like we are talking about the field of the job, so we can engage ourselves in an outdoor activity, because the outdoor activities is an outlet for stress and anxiety. All in all, these were all the steps which the psychologists recommend to remove the job related stress after